human rights violations against women in Ghana still exist in different forms. These include discrimination against women in the form of gender-based violence, forced and early marriages, degrading widowhood rights, denying access to economic resources such as land. And to address these age-old problems, the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative is in collaboration with the Africa Center for Human Rights and Sustainable Development is implementing a project titled Promoting Equal Rights, Economic Empowerment for Women in Ghana. It is aimed at advocating increased equal rights for women. I'm joined in the studio by Gideon Nikwe, who is a project officer, and Anthony Sedzwo, who is a project officer. You're welcome, gentlemen. I almost said ladies, lady and gentlemen. You're welcome. Now, first of all, tell us where we are, if there is any statistics to back it, as far as promoting women's rights are concerned in Ghana. Have you done any work in that area recently?
Okay, thank you once again, and good afternoon to your viewers. Yes, we have done some bit of research recently, and we realized that the rate at which women are represented in terms of leadership positions is very low. The rate at which women are empowered in terms of women economic empowerment is relatively very low in the country. And then also, when you look at leadership positions, women do not have equal representation in leadership positions.
But people have said that that's because women themselves are not ready to put themselves up there. If you want to have a conversation, they said that organizations that are fighting for these rights are not really empowering the women and making them ready for the positions even when they're available. What do you say to that?
So it's one of those notions, but like you rightly said, it's because of these. That's why we've come out with this project, to empower more women. And then also, most times it's not about the women not willing to offer themselves. It has to do with the environment and the society in which we find ourselves. There are certain homes where women are told, this kind of position, you can't go for it. Even their own husbands tell them, yes, you can be the MD, but you can't be an MP, or you can't be a minister because of the way society. So it's about time we educated people about some of these things. The benefits is much more broader than the disadvantage. So let's look at the brighter side, look at the benefits we can get out of it, and let's all support women to be able to achieve.
Looking at the brighter side, maybe I should bring you in on this. What exactly is this project going to do that will empower women or perhaps make them ready for some of these positions when they're available?
Thank you. Just as my colleague said, a lot of women in Ghana face significant challenges in rising to the top. Per the 2010 population census, women account for 51% of the population. They are in the majority. And when it comes to leadership positions, they are not. It is dominated by men. And our research found that there are significant and very, very strong impediments in the way of women. Right, because of our culture that believes that the place of the woman is the home, is the kitchen, and a lot of other issues that keep women down and does not bring them up. Our culture promotes men and not women. And so because of these, that Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative, with the support of the Netherlands Foundation, embark on this advocacy to try and change the narrative. And so what we think is that we need to engage key influencers, including the media like JoyNews, to educate the public that this is a serious issue that must be addressed, because women contribute significantly.
So if I get you right, this is one of the project you're doing is one of the strategies you're seeking to employ to empower women.
Yes.
Let me bring you back in, Gideon, as we wrap up on this particular conversation. I'd like for you to point out to us, because it's very easy for organizations to say, oh, we secured funding, we're doing this, we secure funding, and we hear a lot of that. But at the end of the day, how much impacts do we feel? What difference, do these projects make? Tell us how that difference will be manifested in this particular project that you're embarking on as we wrap up.
Most empowerment has to do with giving out knowledge. You are talking about the end result. This project is very different from the other projects which everybody will say, because we try to, in a way, get an impact. It's not just a talk show where we speak to women, and so we are also willing to assist people. We have a project where we'll be doing with KIAs. We'll be giving them some training on how to handle funds, because these people come in contact with a lot of money during their day-to-day activities. If they are taught how to keep these funds better, how to put it in a bank, how to manage it, they can grow those funds and then now they are the same people who go with the traders. They know where to get the best goods.
Okay.
So if these people are financially empowered, they can set up on themselves and then grow their business. It means that they'll also be employing people.
That's true.
Yes. And then another thing too is we'll be engaging and we'll be doing a lot of follow-ups. So it's not an issue of just empowering people and then leaving them. We'll be doing a lot of follow-ups, doing a lot of engagements, and then also be engaging the relevant policymakers. So you talk about the Ministry of Gender. So if there are instances where people are still unable to access certain funds, the ministry comes in and then facilitates those processes for them. So we are in constant engagement with the necessary institutions.
And has this project started already?
Yes.
Yes.
It has started already. All right. Is there an opportunity for people to participate, or this is just your project and you go out to reach out to them?
No, there's an opportunity for people to participate.
So how do people participate?
Last year we had a Deba in Tamale.
Okay.
We'll be having one in Kumasi and one in Accra as well.
Okay.
So you can follow our pages on social media, Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative Africa Office. We'll be giving out details on when these programs will be rolling out. Individuals can participate in both the Debas, and then you can also reach out if there are opportunities where we can link you up to other agencies who we are working with. We can also do that as well.
All right. Thank you very much for coming. Unfortunately, we ran out of time, but it's not about the quantity. It's about the quality of information. The bottom line is that we need to empower our women. There is still a lot more work that ought to be done. So why don't you log on to the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative website and follow and support in this project that's seeking to empower women. I've been doing this quick conversation with Gideon Nikwe and Anthony Sedzwo. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. And hope that for those of us who are listening, we'll do our own, in our own small way to support in women empowerment.